Welcome back to another mini episode of yours truly. It is I, your one and only host, Druelee, of course. For this mini episode, I just want to, just sit back and talk to you guys about doing your own personal healing before you deal, meaning that before you jump into a serious relationship or you jump into the dating world, I highly recommend for you to do your healing. Now, some people, instead of taking the time to work on themselves, to figure out what they've done wrong in their previous relationship and to take accountability of the things that they've done wrong, they've decided to jump into another relationship, meaning that they want to latch on another person because you know why? They can't deal with their own self. They want to avoid any emotions and feelings or whatever issues that they had with the previous person to pretty much ignore it and move on to the next person. And I will have to say that is not a good way of starting a new relationship. What you are going to do is you're going to hurt the other person and you're going to hurt yourself. As much as you want to move on and ignore whatever issues that you had in the past, guess what? When you don't work on it, you don't go through those issues, then you basically will carry that baggage along with you. You may be in your honeymoon stage, you will be all lovey-dovey and happy, but guess what? When you go back home, you are still facing those issues. You may put them in the back of the corner and ignore it, but guess what? It's still there. I had a moment last week where after I got off from work, I decided to work on my goals for this year. So I got done finishing my goals and what I wanted to do. And like I always tell you guys, I wanted to do my press-on nail business, focus on that, and also expand this podcast as well too. And then of course my personal goals in my life, which is to be healthy and to create a good relationship with God as well. And it got to me where I just had to write this down on my journal just because when you choose to heal after a breakup or after a relationship, it is a hard journey to be in. And like I say, some people choose not to do that. Some people choose to get with another person after the breakup. And for those who choose to stay single, to work on themselves, you may look at other people who are in a relationship and you do want that. You want that for yourself. But you know that you yourself are not healed enough to where you know yourself enough, or if you're able to actually be ready to be in a relationship. And let me pull up my journal of what I wrote. And as I was writing all of those things, it got to me and I was really emotional about it. And this is what I wrote. I wrote this on January 10th, 2003 at 2:57 a.m. And this is what I wrote. As I continue to live the single life, I think to myself that maybe I don't deserve love from another person or from the opposite sex. Is this the thinking of every single person in this world because some of us have done the work to heal from a previous broken relationship? Is it because we know ourselves, what we want in our life, and that we want a partner that we don't want to just settle for anyone who comes into our life and tell us they are interested in being in a relationship with? Can't we optimistically tell ourselves that we too can have love and that we are deserving of love? It's fear. Fear of the what happens. What happens if I find that love and it is it, but really is not? What if I take the risk, but in the end, I am repeating history? History of dating, getting engaged, get married, and then divorce again. Can I handle being broken again? Can I really be content with being a single woman for the rest of my life, knowing the fear I have in falling in love again? Should I risk loving again or leave love completely? And I think that's just something like something common that us single people think to ourselves. Like, we want love. We want to be in a relationship with someone. We want to share our love to another person. And I know that we do love our friends and families and we give them that kind of love. But to actually give that love to just one person and to actually receive that back from that other person as well, that's all we want, you know. But the fact that with our previous relationship, it kind of scars us and kind of make us scared to the point where we don't want to be in the relationship because of all of the questions that we have in the back of our mind. I just want anyone who are single or who just got out of a relationship, please do your healing before you deal. And I know that some people, it takes a year, 2 years, or 5 years, 10 years or more to get over your person and to get to know yourself again. But trust me, when you do your healing, then you know who to weed out when it comes to meeting people. And you yourself will know that you're not going to let go of your needs or wants just for the other person. And, you know, I do feel bad for those who choose not to do the healing, to love themselves, to actually dig deeper into their childhood, understand why their upbringing made who they are as a person now. You know, as much as I want to save everyone and have them see this other side, a lot of people don't like to be alone. They are scared of that and they don't want to be alone in their mind, to be alone in their emotions, because that's a part of them where they can't go deep into. And for me, I chose to do that just because I know that in the long run, I will meet someone who is fit for me. And I know not everyone is perfect. By doing the healing, I know myself, I know what I need, I know what I want, and I'm not going to sacrifice all of those just for one person. Yeah. And then again, you know, when you do choose to be in this healing journey, it's hard. It's going to be hard. There'll be times where you will think negative about yourself, think negative about everyone. You want to speed up the process. You want to heal quick. But for me, I just felt like when you're in a healing journey, you are going to heal for the rest of your life. It doesn't just stop for a year or 3 years or so forth. Healing is a continuous thing to do. Just because you healed yourself and you're in a relationship, you still have to continue to heal. Don't just stop just because you're in a relationship. And, you know, there are times, you know, everyone is going to test you. Your friends and family are going to test you. Coworkers are going to test you. Even yourself, you're going to test yourself. You're just going to go through a lot of roller coaster emotions. And there are days where you will have good days. There are days where you will have bad days. And you guys, it's normal. It's very normal to have those days. And like I was telling you guys, I, you know, thought about this year and where this year is going to take me. And then just thinking about, like, do I really want to be in a relationship? I don't know, just a lot of things. You know, I know this is just the beginning of the year, but still, it's like, how would we know our life would be like in this year? Like, we can't really predict. As much as we make these goals are just guidelines for us to follow through in our life, you know, but will it actually happens? I think that if we put our minds to it, then yes, our goals will happen. And sometimes things don't happen the way that we want, and that's okay. There are things where we can't control, and there are things that we can. And for those who are single and are choosing to live a single life and to take the time to work on yourself, to better yourself, you know, I'm there with you too. And if my podcast is helping you in any way to, you know, entertain you, to make you laugh, to see the light in the singleness, then I'm here for you. So with that being said, I will end my podcast here. And as always, you guys, like I mentioned beginning of this mini episode, please do your healing before you deal. It will benefit not only the next person or the next relationship you're in, but for you as well. Give yourself a peace of mind. Love yourself, and just know that I'm here with you as well. I'm still single, still doing me. I'm still going out, going on dates, meeting new people. That's just part of being a single person. Just know that you're not alone, and that, we can accomplish anything that we want. We deserve the love that we want and need. Just tell yourself that I deserve love. Keep telling yourself, affirm yourself that you deserve it. So other than that, thank you so much for listening to my mini episode. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.